What up, dudes? Today I'm going to show you guys how I built this. Stay tuned. Here I am just prepping and cutting up some scrap plywood to start to get a feel for the project, see what I have on hand, see what kind of dimensions I can work with. And yes, this cut probably would have been a lot nicer with a table saw, but this is a scrap wood challenge after all, so I was not worrying too much about looks or super precise cuts or tear out much. Here I am just trying to plan some things out, where everything's going to live eventually, where the hole's gonna go for this guy. And I proceeded to cut some holes in the corners, which allowed me to stick the jigsaw blade in there and cut that piece out. Here I am marking where the top of the cord goes, and it needs a little groove chiseled out. So that's what I did here. Chiseling plywood is not super pretty, but this is going to be on the back. It's not going to be seen, so I wasn't too worried about it. And that guy is sitting super flush. So here I was just kind of sussing out how deep I wanted the shelf/drawer portion to be. I had a couple chargers that I definitely wanted to be able to fit in there. So yeah, that was me cutting out the back piece, which is to the full dimensions of the whole thing. And then I tacked on a couple of spacers there. And the spacers are so that the surge protector will fit in nicely and sit flush, and so that the cords can run. And here I had found another piece of 1/4-inch birch, which is what most of this is made out of, other than the MDF back. And now I am planning out and cutting out some pieces for the drawer, box, shelf area. And now I just started piecing some things together, putting some sides on the bottom piece, a little divider. That's where the drawer will stop, and on that left side there that I'm working on now is where the walkie-talkie charge station is going. And here I am drawing out where I'm going to cut for the walkie-talkies. And so the dock is going to sit inside there, and the walkie-talkies will be able to drop through the shelf and charge on the dock. Not super necessary, but just a little fun feature I wanted to add. Another fun fact, I actually cut these backwards. I drew the angles backwards, but they still fit. And here I was just, I added some Velcro with some hot glue to this piece because I didn't want it to be permanently tacked down in case I wanted to take that dock out and take it with me. So I just Velcroed the dock down and the top piece down with Velcro so I could remove everything if I wanted to. Here I am just scribing out a little chunk that needs to be cut so that the side piece of this drawer will slide flush. And I just used the jigsaw to make that cut. And now I am adding a little divider in the drawer out of some scrap laminate masonite type stuff that I found laying around. And I don't know why, I just chose a AA batteries width for that. And then I hot glued it in because why not? Here I am cutting out and measuring the piece for the face of the drawer. And making sure it all lines up nice before screwing it in. And here I am permanently affixing this portion of the shelf. The build at this point got a little wonky. It might be hard to follow. There was a couple of special things that I could attach and a couple that had to not be attached for the way that I plan to mount this to the wall, which will become apparent shortly. Here I am just doing a test fit. I have most things cut and fit together. I decided to add a little rope pull on the drawer. And of course, be careful with this part. Hot melting nylon or whichever rope you're using is not fun. And I just tied a double overhand knot because it's a scrap wood challenge. Quick and dirty. And here I believe I am mounting a couple of other pieces just before I am able to take it home and start putting it on the wall. So I got that bottom piece connected to the backing piece because that wasn't in the way. And here is the last little bit of the customization. I cut some dowels out so I can mount them up, hang some things on them. And I also made these cute little shelving things that will hold charged and uncharged batteries. Again, just eyeballing pretty much everything. And here I was just mounting those things up. And the final test fit. And here I pre-drilled and sunk the holes for mounting the face piece once I am in my house.
Got the first
and here we are.
Screws up.
So I am mounting the back piece first because I didn't have any screws long enough to go through, which is why the creative mounting process was necessary. And here I just took a couple of old stakes from a garden project I think that I had and trimmed them down to organize the cord behind there a little bit better because it's a 9-foot cord. And here I am mounting up the face, getting all fit. And that's where those pre-drilled holes came in handy. I didn't have to measure anything. Once I was up on the wall, I just sunk them in.
Let's turn her on. Woohoo! Nice.
Loading it up with all the gear, making sure it all works as intended.
there we have it. All that for a little organization. Uncharged batteries, charged batteries, pegs for random shit, headlamp, which also takes a charge out of USB. GoPro's charging. I didn't put a slot for this guy just because he's so little. I figured he can just hang there. Fan clips up here. We have 2 of these. They got USB chargers as well. The rechargeable batteries going. These are our camp lights. And then we got the walkie-talkies. Their dock is mounted under there with some Velcro. And the jack right here. And its power bricks are back here to charge it up. So this is basically the portable version of this, essentially. So this is where we will charge everything before a camping trip or snowboarding trip, whatever sort of trip. And then we will grab everything, grab this guy, hit the road. But yeah, I wanted a place for it to all live so that my brain can have some rest. So yeah, here it is. Pretty sweet. Very excited. Yeah, it's right next to the tree.
So there you have it. That's the charge station build. If you feel inclined, please like and subscribe.